Good morning, little chef. Welcome to day 20 of working as a chef on a yacht. We finally have guests on board, so that means I can make a beautiful spread for breakfast. I would love to do this for the crew, but they like a simple breakfast of either toast or a smoothie. This morning for breakfast, we're having bagels, avocado, scrambled eggs, cottage cheese, yogurt with some tart cherries and almonds, and some fresh fruit. This was the breakfast I put together for the crew. We just eat on the leftovers. This morning, I just had to serve 4 guests, but tomorrow, we're gonna have 24 guests on board. We're gonna be traveling to a different island, and some are gonna be on the tender. For the 16 that aren't gonna be on the yacht, I'm packing them a sandwich. I'm just prepping these ahead of time, so I don't need to worry about them tomorrow. I didn't put any tomatoes on this sandwich. I don't want them to get soggy. The owners and the guests go out to fish or relax by the beach during the day, and they always request sandwiches. I have an entire freezer down in the hole that is filled with loaves of bread. I also packed about 40 pounds of different deli meats. Their favorite is roast beef, but I also packed turkey, chicken, and ham. For crew lunch today, I pulled out some leftover hot beef sandwiches and some curry, and also made a salad with it. After lunch, I got started on my favorite thing in the world, baking. I am totally kidding. My Gigi and Nana taught me how to cook, and they never measured a thing. My method with cooking is to taste as you go, and I find this part to be the most creative aspect of it. And that's what I love. But with baking, you follow the recipe exactly and stick it in the oven and hope for the best. I can bake when I need to, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. Now, we have a lot of dietary restrictions on this yacht. One of the owners can't have gluten and the other can't have sugar. When it comes to gluten-free or sugar-free baking, I'm out. So you can see in this video, I am only making the regular brownies from scratch. But everything else, I am using a box mix. They've got this down to a science, and I definitely don't. When we have guests on board, I will serve them a normal dessert full of sugar and gluten, and then make a separate dessert for the ones with dietary restrictions. So after 5 hours of baking, here's what I made. Okay, so we have the gluten-free brownies, the regular brownies, sugar-free brownies, sugar-free vanilla cake, gluten-free vanilla cake, and more sugar-free vanilla cake. So I did a lot of baking today. I will portion these out, freeze them, and pull them whenever I need to. Thankfully, now we're back to cooking instead of baking. Let's get started on dinner. It is Latin American night, so tonight we're doing chicken tacos with rice and refried beans. So I chopped up my jalapenos, my onions, chicken, did all of the prep before I started cooking. I wanted to make a sauce for the tacos, so I decided to go with the chipotle sour cream. It's super simple to make, but it packs a punch. All you need is some sour cream and chipotle peppers and blend it up. I saw that my pineapple was ripe, so I decided to cut that up and serve it for an appetizer. And this is exactly how I plan my menu for the day. I look in the fridge and see what needs to be used. After all the prep for dinner was done, I headed down into crew quarters and got changed into my dinner outfit. I also had to throw on a sombrero to match the theme. Let's get started on cocktail hour. Tonight, I'm making a frozen coconut margarita. All you'll need are a few ingredients: lime juice, tequila, Cointreau, and coconut cream. I put a little bit of the coconut syrup on the rim of the glass and then rimmed it with salt. And of course, garnished with a lime. Blended it up with some ice and served that along with bacon-wrapped scallops and freshly cut pineapple. While the guests are enjoying cocktail hour, I'll get started on cooking dinner. I cooked my chicken, made my refried beans and rice, and cut up an avocado that's going to be used as garnish. There were some brown bits, so I just cut around that to make it more presentable. I served dinner on the upper deck and turned on some Latin American music to fit the vibe, and ended the night with tres leches. Bye, little chef.